Hi everybody again, a very warm welcome, and again apologies for the slight delay where we're getting ourselves sorted out. There's always some technical issue here. If you do have any questions, please just drop them in the chat box. I know we've had quite a few already. Thanks, Nick. Appreciate it. Sorry, darling. Yeah, no, it's okay. It's not specific, but yeah, thanks, Nick. Appreciate it, and that's hopefully all sorted out. So done that in the VPA chat room. Just to scroll up and down, could we do some longer term timeframes? Yeah, if we can fit that in, Sanju, we will. We'll try and take a look at the H1, H4. I've actually got a daily up on, I think it's on New Zealand yen, which I want to take a look at, or it's the Aussie yen, I can't remember now, but certainly we take a look at some slightly slower timeframes. And in that respect also, the one indicator that you need to pay attention to if you're trading those sorts of time horizons is very much the currency heat map. The currency heat map is interesting because it pulls together two quite diverse pieces of information. First of all, you've got the intraday sells starting with the 1 minute going right the way up. So in that sense, it gives you all the information in terms of bullish and bearish sentiment from the very fastest to the slowest right out there to the monthly. So you have all that data. It gives you a heads up. It gives you watch the cells either increasing in value or changing in color, moving from a bullish to a bearish, and then maybe rippling across the time horizons. So it gives you a very visual picture of what is going on. But from a slower term perspective, that's when you move to the ranking ladder on the left-hand side of the chart. Because what the ranking ladder does, and it's very different from the intraday perspective of a currency matrix or a currency array. The difference with the ranking ladder along the left-hand side there is that those currency pairs are then weighted according to the sentiment by the slower timeframes. And it's common sense when you think about it. If there's a change in sentiment on a 1 minute candle, it's not going to have as much weight as a change in sentiment on an hourly candle or a 4 hourly candle or a daily candle. So that weighting is carried into the ranking of those pairs. And what that means is in terms of the movement of the pairs up and down the ladder, they will be much slower, they'll be more considered. So on a day, for example, you might find that a pair on that ladder may only move 1 or 2 spots. And that's because it's weighted, because as we always say in everything else to do with trading, time carries weight. So whatever is going on in a slower time frame, whether you're looking at volume, whether you're looking at support and resistance, whether you're looking at the volume point of control, whatever it is, that will be more significant in terms of trading perspective and what actually happens in terms of price action than what goes on in a faster chart. It's just the nature of the business. So time carries weight, and it's reflected in that ranking ladder. So if you're a slower term time trader, you're on the hourlies, the 4 hourlies, or even the dailies, look at that ranking ladder. You're then looking at it in exactly the same way as Anna did there. She isolated out. If you're looking at a particular matrix of pairs, you can also bookmark a pair. There's a bookmark function on heat map where you can actually bookmark it. And then you're looking at it in terms of extremes. So your eye is drawn once again to the tops and bottoms. So you're looking at pound Aussie down at the bottom, you're looking at Aussie CAD up at the top there, and you're looking for potential reversals. You've got 3 pound pairs there at the bottom. You know, is the pound potentially looking at a longer term reversal off the bottom and rising up the ranking ladder? And in that context, you'd then be looking at the sells, because what you'd be looking for in that context is for that sell on 5 minutes to migrate. At the moment it's minus 11.55. You want to see if that is going to happen longer term. Clearly what you want to see is a migration of green rippling through those time horizons. So you want to see the 5 minute change, and then through to the 15, and ultimately through to the 30 and onto the hour, and so on and so forth. And that will then be reflected in the pound Aussie and the pound New Zealand, the pound Swiss moving up the ranking ladder. So we will try and look at it on charts, but I would urge you to view the currency heat map in that way for slower term opportunities. It's a fantastic indicator which pulls all that data together in one place, both for intraday trading and also for slightly slower, longer term swing or trend trading. I'm just going to pass back to Anna